students, this is part 4 of chapter Town Traders and Craftsperson. So now we will look at about the traders. What are the types of trader were present in towns? So there were many kinds of traders, and this include Banjaras also. As I told you, there are two types of traders there were. One are local trader that used to live in the town, and some other traders who came from different place to Mandapika to sell their things and to buy the local things. So one of the foreign trader, one of the other area trader was Banjaras. So Banjara were the community and they especially sold the horses for trading the for making the trade in horse. They used to come in the Mandapika. So what these trading community do? They form the association. They form the business association for their own benefit, and with headmen who negotiate on their behalf with warriors who bought horses. So whenever whenever a group of traders come to a Mandapika, they declared a headman among themselves. So these headmen used to talk to a buyer, used to talk to a buyer about the price, and that headman responsibility was to fix the price. Why it's happened? Because they are the outsider traders. So no one can be mislead them, no one can be betrayed them. Because of this, they decided a headman among themselves. So if I talk about the horse, so who need it? It will be necessary for the soldiers. It will be necessary for the kings. So for buying it, this headman was appointed for by the Banjara. So Banjara was a nomadic traders, nomadic pastoralists who involved in the trading of the trade. They brought it from the Arabian Peninsula to the main Indian subcontinent to sell it. Since traders had to pass through many kingdoms because they came from a very far away places, and at that time there was no highway, no safety security, so they have to cross many kingdoms, even forests. They sometimes they met with very dangerous animal also. So for their safety, for keep themselves safe, they used to travel in caravans, meaning they used to travel in a group like 100 traders, 200 traders, like this. They used to come into this Indian continent, and this trading community used to form the guild to protect their interest. There were several such guilds in South India from the 8th century. So during the 8th century, because trading has become a main activity, so to save their interest, to for their own benefit, they have maintained very a lot of a association, and that association was known as guild. So the most famous guild of 8th 9th century was Manigramam and Nana Desi. So these were the business group, these were the association of a trader who do trade of some specific thing. So these guilds not only do the trade within the country as well as uh, with the other countries also, like Southeast Asian country and China. So there were many communities of traders. For example, Chetiyars of South India, Marwadi Oswal of Gujarat, Gujarati Hindu Banyas, Muslim Bohras. These were the trading community who only do the trade from generation to generation. They only involve in the trade. So this trading community become very powerful because from the very beginning they are doing the trade. So these community not only do the trade within the India as well as with other countries also, and because they usually use the sea route, so they do the trade with the help of a port, like port of a Red Sea, the Persian Gulf, East Africa, Southeast Asia, and China. These are the countries with which they do the trade. So in the next slide, I will show you these places on the map. So don't worry about that. They also sold the textile and spices in these ports. So you should also know that what are the things that we have, that we sold in the other countries. So we have a textile, we have a very beautiful designing clothes that were a great demand in foreign countries. And we have a spices like clove, cardamom, cinnamon, peppers, ठीक है. तो इन स्पाइसेस की डिमांड जो है वो दूसरे कंट्रीज में, स्पेशली जो टेम्परेट रीजन की कंट्रीज हैं, वहाँ पर इन मसालों की डिमांड बहुत ज़्यादा होती थी, क्योंकि ये मसाले इट हेल्प देम टू कीप देम सेल्फ वार्म एज वेल एज ऑल्सो यूज दीज स्पाइसेस एज अ प्रिजर्वेटिव. तो these things that we have to sold in the foreign markets, so what we get in exchange of it, we get a gold, ivory. आइवरी मीन्स एलिफेंट टीथ. तो अफ्रीका से हम गोल्ड लेकर आते थे, आइवरी लेकर के आते थे. एंड चाइना से, साउथ ईस्ट एशिया से हम स्पाइसेस, टिन एंड चाइनीज ब्लू पॉटरी, सिल्वर, ये सभी कुछ लेकर आते थे. अब आपको ये जानना चाहिए कि टिन तो हमारे कंट्री में उतना ज़्यादा नहीं था, और टिन का यूज़ होता था ब्रॉन्ज आइडोल को बनाने में. यानी कि ब्रॉन्ज इज अ एलॉय, और उस एलॉय को बनाने के लिए हमें कॉपर और टिन दोनों का मिक्सचर चाहिए होता है. इट्स मीन वी गेट टिन फ्रॉम द साउथ ईस्ट एशियन कंट्रीज. ओके, ऑलवेज रिमेंबर इट. एंड आइवरी चूंकि अफ्रीका से मिल रहा है, तो इट शो कि दैट अफ्रीका's country have a lot of elephants. That's why we are getting ivory from there. So these are the different trading product that we buy from other country, and also we sell to other countries. So at that time, the India's trading community like Chettiar, Oswal, Hindu Baniya, Muslim Bohras, they were not only doing the trade within the country as well as with other foreign countries also. So what are the main ports with which they used to do the trade? So they used to do the trade, like India used to do the trade with Persian Gulf, India used to do the trade with Red Sea. Also, it was doing the trade with Southeast Asian countries. What are the countries that were situated here? Are situated like Malaysia, Indonesia, Java, Sumatra. These are the countries were counted under our Southeast Asian countries. At that time, India were also doing the trade with China also. आज भी हम चाइना के साथ, इन सारे कंट्रीज के साथ ट्रेड करते हैं. तो ये ट्रेडिंग आज की नहीं है, हम बहुत समय से इन कंट्रीज के साथ ट्रेड कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, तो many traders used to go in that port, और वहाँ के भी ट्रेडर्स लाइक अरब ट्रेडर्स भी हमारे कंट्री में आया करते थे. So with the help of the map you can see that our trading facility was so strong, so developed, and because of that we were able to do the trade with other countries. So as I told you that इंडिया और दूसरे कंट्री के बीच में ट्रेडिंग बहुत ज़्यादा हो रही थी. इंडिया के जो ट्रेडर्स थे वो दूसरे कंट्री में जाया करते थे, और दूसरे कंट्री के ट्रेडर्स हमारे यहाँ पर आया करते थे. तो it usually happen कि when someone comes to our country and if that person like our country, so ऐसा होगा कि हो सकता है कि वो हमारे कंट्री में रुक जाएं, वो वापस नहीं जाएं, वो यहीं पर घर बना करके रहने लगे. एंड इट्स हैपन many foreign traders made their homes in India. So we get many towns that have a people like Arab, Persian, Chinese, Jewish and Syrian Christian traders. And this is the reason why in our country there is a huge diversity of languages, of religious people, because from the very beginning our country were involved in a trade. So Indian spices, so how this trade happened you should know it, क्योंकि इंडिया के जो क्लोथ्स थे वो सबसे पहले अरब अरब कंट्रीज में जाते थे, एंड देन फ्रॉम देयर इटालियन ट्रेडर्स बॉट इट फ्रॉम द अरब ट्रेडर्स एंड ब्रिंग इट to the European countries like Italy, France, Spain, Portugal. तो नाउ यू लुक दैट इंडिया के जो क्लोथ्स हैं और वो स्पाइसेस हैं वो किस तरीके से ऑल ओवर वर्ल्ड में जा रहे हैं, यूरोपियन कंट्रीज में जा रहे हैं, अफ्रीकन कंट्रीज में जा रहे हैं, साउथ ईस्ट एशियन कंट्रीज में जा करके बिक रहे हैं. ओके, एंड दीज ट्रेडर्स वर गेटिंग अ ह्यूज प्रॉफिट. आपको ये भी जानना चाहिए कि वाई आवर स्पाइसेस वर इन अ ग्रेट डिमांड. आवर स्पाइसेस यूजुअली स्पाइसेस ग्रोन इन अ tropical climate, okay, in a tropical climate, and most of the European countries are in a temperate climate. तो tropical climate में जो चीज उग रही है, और ये जो पीपर, cinnamon, nutmeg, dried ginger, these are a very important spices. So these spices were used by the European people to keep themselves warm as well as use as a preservative to make a long life of its food. So these European peoples used these spices in a cooking. और इसके साथ ही साथ वो कॉटन क्लोथ्स को भी बहुत पसंद करते थे, क्योंकि हमारे कंट्री के वीवर्स मेड एवरीथिंग बाय हैंड. सो देयर इज अ ह्यूज वैरायटी ऑफ क्लोथ्स in our country, and that's why they were in a great demand in a foreign countries. And ultimately इसी के वजह से क्या होता है कि जब अरब ट्रेडर्स ट्रेडिंग करना रोक देते हैं इंडिया के साथ, तो अल्टीमेटली यूरोपियन ट्रेडर्स बहुत ही परेशान हो जाते हैं, और फिर लैंड रूट से चूंकि ट्रेड नहीं हो पाता है, और अल्टीमेटली वो एक नया रूट खोजते हैं, दैट वाज अ sea route to reach to India. And this is the reason why Columbus and Vasco da Gama tried to search a sea route to India. और इवेंचुअली फिर जाकर के वास्को डी गामा हमारे कंट्री में, जो कि एक यूरोपियन है, वो 1498 में पहुंच आते हैं, वो भी केरला के कोस्ट पर. तो these are the short information about the trading communities as well as the extensive trade that were prevailed in 8th-9th century. The crafts in town. The craft person of Bidar were so famed for their inlay work in copper and silver that it came to be called Bidari. So the people of the Bidar used to make a craft that was made up of copper and silver, and this craft was known as Bidari. ठीक है. There is another community that was Panchalas or Vishwakarma community. They consist of various type of a craft person like goldsmith, bronzesmith, blacksmith, mason, carpenters, and they were playing very essential role in the building of the temples. Not only the temple as well as the big buildings, tanks and रिजर्वायर. तो ये कम्युनिटी सिर्फ कंस्ट्रक्शन के काम में ही इन्वॉल्व थी. इस तरीके से जो वीवर कम्युनिटी थी उसकी भी प्रॉस्पेरिटी बहुत अधिक बढ़ रही थी, और they became able to give the donation to the temples. टेक्सटाइल जो एक्टिविटी थी वो हमारे कंट्री में बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ गई थी, और इसलिए टेक्सटाइल में काम करने वाले बहुत सारी कम्युनिटी आ गई थी. लाइक वीविंग के लिए अलग कम्युनिटी, स्पिनिंग के लिए अलग, डाइंग के लिए अलग, क्लीनिंग के लिए अलग. सो ऑल द एक्टिविटी बिकम एन इंडिपेंडेंट क्राफ्ट activity in this textile industry.